Oklahoma. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Bobcats kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here's Simmons to throw. Quickly complete. Quick step and go. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Catch in the middle, it's McKinney. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Throwing Simmons. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. They're working that left side. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Eagle. 4th down, Simmons. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Could be an alley. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Simmons to throw for it on 4. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Texas State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. On the direct snap, it's Lincoln. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a 74-yard touchdown run. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Simmons on the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's McCoy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, he's going to be like, hey, where's that dude at?
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Eli Holstein to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They go play action with Holstein. Makes the catch. It's Fox. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to buy time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense ready to get this drive underway. The run inside. It's McKinney. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Finds us back in the middle. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
4th down, Simmons. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Holstein. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. Looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to the ground with the running back. Might have a chance. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tulsa! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Give to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake.
Makes the grab inside the 30. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Simmons. Taken in by Smith on the right side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Simmons. Snagged out of the air. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Finds his man. It's McKinney. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Slithers into space. He's now up to 70 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they take it in for 6 more points. Woo.
we needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lincoln. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Holstein to throw. Fires to the right. The sure hands. It's Lincoln. Turning on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And, man, that's a really good job by this quarterback. Seeing the spacing. Running back starts to creep down the field. He delivers it to him, and, man, is he fun to watch. That dude catches the football. Everybody in here holds his breath because he can take it the distance, starts chewing up yards, and makes the big play for this offense.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Austin Simmons, the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun on third down, Simmons working the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 8 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Orange, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense.
Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport
makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 30. Past the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes a catch. Brings into the open.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Again, it's Simmons. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The short hands, it's Robinson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish dry.
He's going to fire deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Running inside, it's Willis.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back, They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Fires left. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Holstein. Looking for the score. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Fires downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats. Put 6 on the board.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense ready to get this drive underway. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Simmons. Fires it down the seam. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete on the left to Williams. Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Texas State, 59, Tulsa, 14.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. And he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. He's past the 30. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly complete. Turning it on! First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Steps away to find some room. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Wide out trying to get it in. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The run inside. It's Willis. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Give him 109 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Snagged in the middle, Ncaa. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the gun on 3rd down. Here's Holstein. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Hauls it in. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Golden Hurricane building momentum with that last passing catch. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bobcats are facing 3rd and inches. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on 3rd.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Lincoln. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think
snags it and he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fires to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Tulsa picked up that last first down through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Just keeps slinging it. Escapes the pressure going right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He's looking to pass. Makes a catch in the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, so I guess at least they've got that going for them. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Eli Holstein to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lincoln fighting off the defender.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Picks up the first down. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. If there's time to pad the stats. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Bye.